been practising your lines, Cliffy?
Oh, yes, I've been looking through them. How have you been doing?
I haven't done anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, you better make sure you get it right.
Yeah, I know. You know that song yet?
No, not the whole lot.
Tell me what you know of it.
Well, actually, I can't think of any of it at the moment, but...
Geez, you're going to be a great starter.
I've got another 5 weeks to go yet, so...
Oh, you'll get it right by then.
Plenty of time, yeah.
A marriage is made to be tested. The bed you share is a nest congested. The vows you swore at the service are actually the lies of a pervert.
Perfect, yeah. Perfect, yep. And then they go on to another little part where they do a bit more than this third part, isn't there?
Yeah.
Which is... oh, help.
This is Dimboola, a township in the wheat belt of Victoria's Wimmera district. It may sound familiar because a famous play shares its name. Written in 1969, Dimboola is a comedy about a drunken, riotous country wedding reception where the audience play wedding guests.
No worries.
Criticism has persisted over its portrayal of country people, but it has become Australia's most performed play. Like many small country towns, Dimboola is struggling to find a way to attract the tourist dollar. So last year, despite the objections and reservations of many in the town, a group quietly got together and put the play on. The shows were sellouts. Now they're having another crack at doing Dimboola, and rehearsals start tonight.
Oh, yeah. Can I'll tell you how we'll do it.
Annette Pickering is the driving force behind the production. She recruited most of the cast from the waiting room of the medical practice that she manages for her husband.
Well, I guess I feel like a bit of a fraud, really, because I haven't got any formal training in directing, producing. The last play that I was involved in was a high school play, The Boyfriend, back in the early 70s. But I have always been involved in PR and promotion, so I'm used to organising events.
I've been going through them, so yeah.
Fine. That's good.
By the first performance, I won't need any of that for that.
Oh, that's fine. If we do need it, it's there.
No, won't be needing it.
Excellent.
For Cliff Unger, who runs the local tip, it's his first foray into acting.
Yeah, well, with my acting career, I've never done much during my life acting. A lot of people reckon I can act the fool a fair bit at times.
Keith LeBlanc, the town's breaker, is back for another go. He'll play Mutton, a drunken gate crasher, but Keith's been on the wagon since the last performance.
I have to do the next one sober. I've been a bit crook, so I haven't had a drink for 14 weeks, so therefore I'm sober. So it might be bad, so I don't know, but Dr. Pickering will look after me, I hope.
Don't forget to concentrate and really boom those voices out so everyone at the back of the hall can hear you. So, da-da-da-da. Yep, you right? Yeah, and you could be saying something too, April. You can say, you're not sitting there. Do you mind if we just do it all again? I think it was just a little bit too messy. Okay. Come on, hurry up. I want to go. Okay, everyone, let's start moving.
Got work to do.
Okay. So, Dangle.
I ran like old chooks. Because I run my own business, it actually costs me money to have somebody doing work for me while I'm here. But that doesn't worry me because we're still raising money for the community.
I don't think Dr. Silverside would want to have anything to do with mutton.
I heard that.
Well, why don't you take the hint?
What do you mean?
Put your meat hooks up.
His love for a boy in Macquarie grew to an uncontrollable fire and led to the abdominal crime of arson. know, foxes have been quiet tonight, haven't they? I haven't seen any of them for a while.
Along that fence line, there's usually some rabbits, Cliffy.
Yeah.
This one, Cliffy. Smoking guns. I suppose the parts that we play are the absolute clowns. So as much as we are the clowns, we're supposed to be the clowns, but we enjoy being the clowns and love to see the people laugh.
Something that I keep on insisting is that they've got to concentrate. But they do come up with some great ad-lib. They're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it really adds to the whole character of the play, but it also throws people. And so I have tried to impart to them that they have to be very conscious of the fact that they have to respect their other actors.
Cause trouble, give Annette ulcers. Yeah. You've got to stir her up. You can't have her just sort of thinking things are cool.
Marriage is made for... Listen here, you got no rhythm whatsoever. You let me start. You can't sing. Marriage is made for confetti. The cake you eat is all spaghetti. The tears you shed in elation will soon be tears of frustration.
Okay, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Good.
You have a blood test tomorrow.
Right, yeah.
How about...
It's not non-fasting yet. We've got about 10 days to go to our August performances, and I really feel confident, quietly confident, fingers crossed, that it's all going to happen and it's going to happen well. I've had locals saying to me, Jack Hibbert's coming, you know, he's the playwright. He said, aren't you nervous? Aren't the actors nervous? And I'm really not getting that feeling. So, fingers crossed, everything will go well on the night.
Give that back to me. It's non-alcoholic.
Oh, Beck. It's cooking sherry, the lowest of low.
She needs help, ain't it?
And I'm just the man to help her.
Don't you dare sit here.
Stop me, Delilah.
You've got to put your lines nearly under...
Yeah, I know.
That's right under her right boot, and then you don't have to keep turning the head away.
Yep.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
I think, Cliffy, you've got a few days away. You really have to get stuck into these lines.
Oh, I've known young Daphne.
Maureen.
Maureen, yes, for some time now. And I heartily recommend her, I mean them, to you all. I've forgotten my lines.
What can help you is make sure when you go down to that end to do your piece with Leonardo Radish, make sure you've got the cards.
Yeah, I will. Yep,
right.
Yep, I'll have a card and just...
And make sure you've got those cards
Yep.
over there.
To me, to practice has got to the stage where, without really being able to excite a crowd, it's just become boring, and practice is boring. It's like practicing for a football match until you play.
I mean, what can you do? I mean, you know, they're adults. They know that they have an individual responsibility. We have a responsibility as a cast, and they know that they should know their lines. So it's up to them.
Opening night is just around the corner, and the actors are still some way from ready. Annette has called on her mentor, Ella Ebury, for some last-minute advice.
You know, I've had to really get some of them to speak up, you know, over the months, you know, they've had to really, you know, get their voices booming up.
Everyone's here now, so I think we'll get started. Oh, the little cloud.
Outside and safe.
No.
What are we supposed to be
Your
doing?
bark's bigger than your bite. We'll see about that, you bloody wowser. Wowser! And a goat riding, Mason.
Okay, excuse me, Dangles and Maury. Ella was saying that looked terrific what you did then with the fight. You think if they stay out here, don't you?
Who's actually playing the part and who's reading? That's what's confusing me a bit.
You know,
the three of us are all actually playing the
Yeah,
part.
well, when the bridegroom's out here, he's supporting Maury.
Ellie's just come up with an idea, Keith, and so let's just let her go for a minute.
I don't want to muck you all up.
Ella, Keith's saying that perhaps it might be a good idea if we just let them go now because...
I mean, you only got 2 practice nights.
I know.
Let's have a go at it, Keith.
Could we? I mean, Steve and I have been thinking about doing this for a while, like actually being out.
Well, try if it's too hard.
Just try that again, because I think everybody wants to get the flow of how things feel.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it that way.
Do you think we should be a bit more prompt with our lines? Sometimes I feel like we're just waiting. Like, do you think that, I don't know, I feel like we pause sometimes too long and stuff.
I quite like the way that
do you think we should?
Yes,
You don't pause too long. No. I'm not going to wreck them, Annette, don't worry. I'm just encouraging them.
I like
yes.
want you to.
The only thing I would say to you is when you're going to do something, don't do it and then fall back. Wait until the other fella makes you fall back with words. You know what I mean?
So would it be sort of like someone says a line, sort of, for example, you're standing up as you said your line, you wouldn't just jump up, say your line, and
sit down
disappear.
again. I don't
You'd
do
wait
that.
until maybe another couple of lines are said, and then maybe sort of disappear out of the light, or that what you mean?
No.
Or?
We're already taking it as though we know what's going to be said, aren't we?
You know it's going to be said.
So therefore,
yeah,
that's
what's
right.
going to be said.
Yeah.
Just forget.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's terribly hard. You have to concentrate.
Especially when we're mugs like us.
Well, Annette's done a tremendous job with you if you're all mugs.
I haven't done anything, it just comes naturally. It's got nothing to do with me, for goodness sake.
It would have been better if, like, some of the people that, you know, were a bit sort of rush hurry, sort of had a bit more time to listen to what she had said. I think it would have been a bit more valuable, and that I think it was not, you know, it wasn't rude, but I really think they could have done with listening to what she had to say.
I think it was one of our worst rehearsals.
This always happens.
Probably because Ella's here, that's the reason it was so bad. It's just natural, that's what happened.
It wasn't really bad.
It felt bad. It felt bad to me.
I think it's too late. No, I wouldn't alter anything at all that interfered with the structure of the play as Annette has created it. It's I gave her the advice and the directions and the guidance in the beginning and a little bit along the way when she asked, and I think she'll probably come up with a very good performance.
These Doc's got 2 today. Now we've got your results back, and they're very good.
Well, that's terrific. Does that mean that I can have a couple of beers before the play starts?
Since I'm married to Annette, I'm a little bit privy to what goes on in the play, and I know about the bottle of rum that you carry around.
Well, I get pretty scared, Doc, so I have needed alcohol just to give me a heart starter and not let me look at the people and get frightened.
The day has arrived,
Why don't we move?
but the director still has a few loose ends to tie up.
Hello. How are you, Annette?
Good. Everything's looking good down at the football club rooms. I just wanted to say, because you're not in when I'm talking to everybody else, you're out talking to the outside, and one of the things that I really emphasise to all of them is to concentrate.
Right.
We don't want any prima donnas in the show, which I know you agree with. You think that we should, you know, we're all got equal status. And then the other thing is, I mean, we've got to have a good time as well. I mean, the crowd, these people that are coming tonight, we want them to have a good time, but we want to have a good time too. Okay?
Okay. Bye.
Now it's Cliff's turn. He's been called to the club rooms for a special rehearsal.
Yep.
There once with the Reverend, you know, and
Well,
really...
I can do it in 3 different places or 4
Yeah,
different places.
that's right.
Yep.
How does it go again? And maybe you just need to put just a little bit more oomph into it, you know?
All right, yep.
Like, but I really like the way how you slowed it down.
Yep.
I reckon you could even do it a little bit
All right, yep.
slower. Even. So do you want to just do it a thing,
All right,
and I'll
yep.
be over here?
His love for a boy in the choir grew to an uncontrollable fire and led to the abdominal crime of arson. And I'll fall over on the chairs, that's
right.
right.
Yeah.
A marriage is made from confetti, the cake you eat is all spaghetti, the tears you shed in elation will soon be tears of frustration. Not bad. Well, here I am again, beautiful.
This is from the Rude Food Department that we take down to the play for the old girls to mop up their soup, and they can have a bit of fun with it or take it home in their bag. That they usually love to take them home instead of using them for soup.
See ya!
I don't want it because we're going to be playing too close together. Somebody's going to get hurt. Come and help me, Jen, please.
The priest is taking shape.
This was mine. Right.
Anyone want me to put their cue cards on the table?
You sound like a broken record, Cheryl.
Oh, who needs cue cards? You don't need
Exactly, who needs cue cards?
Oh,
Security.
As long as Martin and Bones have it.
Don't rely on them. Don't, because it might not it didn't happen the other night. So don't rely on them. Okay?
No worries.
With all the drinking the play calls for, there's still the question of whether Keith will stay on the wagon.
Can I just have that full of straight coke?
Straight coat?
Yeah, I want that.
That's going to hurt.
Hey mate, you fill the bastard. Get over the sink, you're going to spill the shit everywhere.
No.
Don't go overboard. No, definitely don't go overboard.
I just can't wait to get out there and get going.
We'll take our time. Is that okay? Don't get your tits in a tangle this early, Eddie. It's only early.
I can tell you.
They will be by the end of the night, but
They better not wear nothing.
she likes it. Don't worry. Doc will give you ulcer tablet.
This is so nice.
Thing when I see in the truck.
lovely that you've got here. I make all this stuff. Yes,
Make me, Mark.
Hey, get him in. The wedding. Get out of here. Shut up!
Okay, I'm going. What's wrong?
No, it's all right. We'll be right. Good luck.
Okay, you've got your chairs organised.
We're under control. We'll just sit on the floor if we can't find them.
I'll go like this or something like that when we're ready to start, because I've got Jack Hibbert's not sitting with me yet. I want him to be sitting with me. All right?
I'm feeling good.
Honestly,
yes, I am.
It spills a cucumber. That's a funeral march.
Okay.
Goodbye. Murray, we're not sitting here. We're sitting on the big table.
All right.
Here we go.
Stand up.
How come you got it?
Hey, Jesus, what's going on?
How come we didn't get invited?
There, come on.
Geez, you've got a lovely set of boobs.
Oh, you must sitting here, you yahoo.
say that the legal laws are fully enforced. It's a front.
So we got it then.
It's a front. Am I not saying it yet? I agree, Agatha.
Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves.
Yeah, enormous.
Good turn up.
I feel real beaut, you know. This is just going straight to my head.
And there's plenty of room up there.
I don't think Dr. Silverside would want to have anything to do with you, Mutt.
Well, put your mate hooks up.
Oh, we'll do that.
I know where you're going. You're going out to the dummy. And they're not big enough for your bum. So it's now my turn to challenge you.
Let's go. Tony, John. They're all students from the local Dimboola Memorial Secondary College, and they all volunteered to help. One. Oh, we're mugs.
They're parents of Dimboola students also.
It's a very original, and it's a very courageous production, and it's very revelation. It's very vulgar, and it's no Puritanism. Like, you don't get that in the city. You don't get that at the Melbourne Theatre Company.
Sorry about that, Aggie. You're right there, you old dragon.
But the problem is that mutton is the way that he is.
Yeah. But
Some people say to me that mutton is our best actor.
oh, well, he's very good, but there's an imbalance.
Very much an imbalance.
They're saying, listen, you're here as a satirical, anarchic force, but you're so powerful and so forceful.
That's the way to deal with it.
We've lost the ceremony.
I like it.
Lost the ceremony.
Yeah. Because she was so good and so strong, what's happening? It's
I've already had some
on the main table, and we've got to watch that, you know. See, people are watching you all the time and not what's happening on the main table. So it's just ease it a little bit, all right?
Yep.
Pull back a little bit.
Yep.
That's why we really don't need another joke. One of the reasons, okay? Because you're coming across so strong. Okay? All right?
Yep.
All right. Fine. Okay. Dennis, do you think we can get this show on the road?
And shoot again.
Yeah.
Ah, shit happens.
We're going to get this show on the road, all right?
What? Do you love me? Oh, yes. Who do you love more? Nobby, Red Tool. The front end loader? No. Get out of here. Marriage is made for Freddy. The cake you eat is all spaghetti. Here in a lake. Don't save me tears of frustration. Oh, you little bugger, come and sit down. That wasn't a practice, you rough bastard.
James, what a wedding. Never thought it'd turn out like this.
John, how long have we got to go?
I think less than 5. Okay, terrific. Say it's the best performance we had, and tonight was. They're just getting better. Don't ask me to say too much because I'm rooted and my voice is gone. I've got to do it again tomorrow night.
It's my very great honour to introduce to you Mr. Jack Hibbert.
Thank you. This is really the best production of Dimboola in the country. Hang on. I know what I'm saying. This production has to do with the real Australia that I was brought up with, which I love. I hope it survives. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you.